Listen, just want to tip the cap to Scott and his crew. I thought they were ready to play and played a nice game. And I think anytime you get your butt kicked the way we got our butt kicked, you got to give the other team credit. And so let's start there. We're not playing. We're in a tough stretch right now. We're not playing well. It's 3 straight games for us. We're not playing to our standard. And we have a group of really high character young men that really care, that are really invested. We've shown that we can be a very, very good basketball team this year, but we're in a stretch right now. We're not playing well, and I think the challenge for us is to do every single thing possible in our power to figure it out and start playing better basketball. As I told the guys in the locker room, we all have to be better. Coaches, myself, our coaching staff, our players, everybody associated in that locker room's got to look in the mirror and figure out what we got to do, and so we can get back on the right side of things. Not just with wins and losses, but how we're playing and the confidence that we're playing with and the edge that we're playing with. So very disappointed, but we got to dig in. We don't have time to sit here and make excuses and worry and point fingers. We got to dig in and fight, and I assure you that's what we're going to do.
Wes, 40 points in the paint for Baylor. It seemed like you guys really struggled to defend that high ball screen. Were there ever any discussions to maybe switch things up defensively and maybe go to a zone look?
It was hard because, there's so many issues that were going on out there tonight when everything's going poorly. Yeah, we certainly had discussions about on the bench and among the coaching staff on a number of things, adjustments, and you saw us go to some trapping and some stuff like that, so we certainly were trying to figure it out. But our half-court man-to-man defense has been the most reliable thing we've had going all year long, and I even felt tonight that when we were locked in with all 5, and there weren't many possessions, but there was a couple that looked like we were going to be able to break through. Give them credit. That I thought they got a handful of baskets in transition defense, just a lack of effort to sprint back, cover the rim. That was really discouraging. They kicked our butt to the ball. I mean, you get out rebounded, but there's some plays where you do get them to miss in the first half, and you can't come up with the defensive rebound, and that's supposed to be a strength of ours. That's really discouraging. And then there's some plays where we just allow a drive to the middle of the floor, or we blow a coverage, or we're not active and engaged defensively. That's discouraging. But when you get past all that, there were 4 possessions that I can think of off the top of my head in the first half where they did make a tough shot over the top. And so some of it, it's hard to adjust when you can't even get what you're supposed to do right. It's not about tricks, I think. Sometimes it's about getting it right. But yeah, we had those discussions, and that's something we got to look at moving forward, is the ability to adjust a little more on that end. We found ourselves tonight trying to adjust offensively more than anything, just because we were having such a hard time scoring.
How do you explain the 8-minute scoring drought late in the first half? Is that them, you, combination? Dan hits a bucket, it's a 4-point game.
I'm never going to sit up here and when you get your butt kicked, say that it's all you. Oh, of course, give them credit. Give the other team credit. They're out there, they make the plays. They made more plays than us tonight. So I'm going to preface what I'm going to say, Scott, that yes, I always give the other team credit. Okay, I'm not an asshole. So damn, they did a nice job. But on our end, we stunk. Point blank, we stunk. And we talked about ball movement. We talked about their switching. We couldn't practice on Sunday, which is not an excuse because of NCAA rules and all that crap. But we spent all day yesterday working on how to attack their switching and moving the ball and creating indecision within their switching schemes and trying to get to the paint ourselves. And every time, we did not move the ball well in the first half. We did not move bodies well in the first half. And when we did get to the paint, we didn't kick it out 1 time, 0 times. And that snowballed on us because now the ball's not moving around, so the guy that gets it wants to make the play, and I thought it snowballed on us and went through a massive drought. And even when we did shoot the ball, they're almost like turnovers because you're shooting leaping leaners over the top, falling down. So that was, a lot of that was going on during that stretch, poor execution, poor decision-making, poor ability to share the ball, and then I thought we had some possessions in the second half where we shared the ball and moved it a lot better, and you know, it was good to see at least work on a handful of possessions there in the second half.
How do you deal with the outside noise now? People are gonna say overrated, things like that. You drop 3.
I don't know what choice you have, because I guess you do have 2 choices. You can either deal with it the right way, which is to pay it absolutely no mind and focus on what we gotta do, or you can handle it the wrong way and let it affect you. I can tell you what we're gonna do. I'll tell everybody, you can say as many bad things as you want about our team and our players and our coaches, and you can say as many of that crap as you want on social media. I ain't gonna listen to it. I got no time for it. We're a good team. We've been a good team. We will be a good team. So we're gonna get back to work on doing all the things we have to do to get back on track. We're gonna handle that part the right way. We ain't gonna pay any damn mind to it. That's very difficult for young people in 2024 with the cell phones and all that stuff, but I got a really tough group of kids. I got a high character group of kids. Well, I got no worries about that.
Dan, on the flip side, does a loss like this kind of add motivation and fire to the game that you guys have coming up next with these next few days to prepare?
I have a lot of faith in this team, and I think we're a really good team, and that has never changed in my mindset whatsoever. I love this team, and I'm gonna keep loving this team, and I have a lot of faith that we're gonna get back to practice, and we're gonna bring the positivity, we're gonna bring energy, and we're gonna keep doing what we're working on, because at the end of the road, we're gonna look back at this stretch and glad we went through it to make us better and make us go harder. And remember, it's not your high, never take your highs, never be too high in your highs, and never be too low in your lows. Just stay in the middle and keep working, because if we work how we work and we believe in each other, we're gonna get what we want at the end, and that's what we're just gonna keep doing.
Dan, a lot of games it seems like things aren't going the team's way, but you seem to pick it up and get it going. How do you get people on your level?
It's not about getting people on my level at all. I think us as a team, we're on the same level and we're all in the same mindset to win the game and go hard. We had some stretches where we weren't playing good defense or we weren't communicating, and it's just more reps and more reps that we get with practice, and once we do that, we'll pick it up.
Dan, I didn't go back and look, but I feel like you had a pretty good shooting game here last year as well in this arena. Is it anything about this gym, or is it just flow of the game?
Nothing about this gym. I just believe in my shot. I keep working on it every day.
Dan, I don't know if that was ball denial or what, but you only got 3 shots in the first half in 15 minutes, 4 for 5 in the second half from 3. What was the difference? Was it their defense in the first half, or?
No, I don't really think it was their defense. I think I'm not out there to just catch the ball and just go score. I was just playing within the flow of the game, and if shots were coming my way, they're coming my way. If they weren't, I'm not going to be taking a bunch of stupid shots. I'm trying to win the game. I'm trying to defend. I'm trying to rebound. I'm trying to work within my team. So it's just the ball got flowed in different directions.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.